is such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Yellow Jackets will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra? Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Lagway. The screen, he can go. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The Yellow Jackets offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. To the air, it's King. Here's the pressure. Snagged out of the air. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Finds the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. On the run, it's Frazier. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. He leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Croman Hope. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. On the run, it's Howell. Creates a little space. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Kane. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. starts the drive trying to go up top. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab deep. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. They'll immediately call timeout. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
Mark down at the 42. And first down for the offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. A score.
There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time he's got it. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of the quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's King. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hole.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Might be changing the route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no... Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's King. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's King. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line.
Military stun.
Dropping back, it's King. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rush is on him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Fires into the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Richardson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Dogs have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They go to the wide receiver screen. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Rides to back and leaves him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat, and it's just hard to imagine. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's King. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation